Hello everyone, I'm a Squared Gamer, and we are back again for another quick one. As I mentioned earlier, in case you missed it, most of this summer is going to be quick ones. But, nevertheless, we will be playing Crusader Kings 3. So yesterday, let me adjust the volume. Yesterday, we ended in the middle of one war after getting pulled into two others. So today, let's get right into it, and we will see if we cannot end these wars today. So I want to end the war with U as soon as possible. We have this ticking war score that just goes up the longer we hold the war target, which is this area right here. And so we don't have to do anything to win this war. We just have to let time go by without accomplishing any major victories. And so what I want to do now is go over here and end the war with Dege really quickly. This is where our army is, or this is why our army is moving eastward. Because we want to head over to Dege and end this war as quickly as possible. Zappa here scheming against my doctor. He already hates me, so if I throw him in jail, his family members will also hate me. So just let the traitor be known to all. That removes him from that scheme. Let me pause. Someone is proposing between Karsekon and Senma. But they are not related. The last time Karsekon was offered to me in a proposal, it said that he was related. And now he's not. They are both compassionate, so that's nice. But he has no traits and she's intelligent. And the marriage will not result in an alliance, so there's really no point. So we will decline this. And then, oh yeah, this is Karsekon with Sogyo. And that one, they are related. So there's a percentage chance of their children being inbred. So we will decline that. And this little girl is a genius. So we can marry her to someone who has another trait. Because genius doesn't get any better than that. So let's decline that. My alliances at the moment are with Pagan. And then these people in India that got me involved in a war. These people. Pala? No, I think it is a vassal of Pala. Yeah, it's this guy. So those are my alliances. So I could use her to marry someone else for another alliance. No. Let's just clear out all these unread messages. Currently I'm swaying this guy who is my spy master. And then after I finish with him, I'll start swaying Zappa. Get him to stop being my rival. For now though, let's go back to our army moving east. Okay, so I had him working on fabricating a hook, fabricating a claim, so it would cost me 75. And the people who hold that area will lose opinion of me, but that's fine. See it done. And now I have a claim on this piece of land, so if I were to declare war, I can't do it because my armies are raised. But if I were to declare war, It would no longer have to be a holy war or a subjugation or making them a tribute. No, now I can declare war for that piece of land that I claim is rightfully mine. You're already going this way. Why are you just gonna switch your route? That makes no sense. Okay, those are some rebels up there. Hold on a second. The negotiator. During my afternoon stroll down the streets of Ando, my daughter Torcelli runs up to me. Father, they just started swinging at one another when she's interrupted by a high-pitched shriek, turning our attention to the fight down the street. The combatants appear to be a couple of young lads from my court, circling each other in preparation for another tussle. So she has I can gain 75 prestige or have a learning challenge where I bet on it. 71% chance I win the bet, win 50 gold, or a 29% chance I lose the bet and lose 15 gold. Or I can just have him break it up, gain 75 prestige, and gain the firm hand perk. Monthly prestige and night effectiveness per dread goes up. And my dread is maxed out right at 100, so that would actually be very useful to me. So yeah, break it up, both of you. I did not gain the firm hand perk, unfortunately. How did I get that hook all of a sudden? I think I always had that hook, but she just all of a sudden gained 32 gold. She must have been in debt before. Because when I was clearing out all the messages when I started this stream like 3 minutes ago, it was not there. So that's interesting. She does make 4 per month, so should I wait? Her health is poor. You know what? I will. Yeah, I will take that money now. Meanwhile, someone else joined in the war up here with Dege. So let me end this war quickly, except now I see these guys. Are they coming? No, they're running away. Okay, I can ignore them. Or are they going back? Should I split my army? No. If they unsiege, I'll just have to go back and deal with it. Although I'm already at 90%. Should I just wait? Let me see. What do these guys want to do? Let's just go take these guys out. Ooh, what is this? I'm taking attrition regardless of where I go. Okay, then let's go through my own land then. I have a new lifestyle perk, plus this guy was not swayed. So I have to wait another 11 months. Let's get that learning perk. Anatomical studies. Makes my doctor better. And our goal is to get Know Thyself, so that the game gives me a 1-year warning before my character dies. Meanwhile, as I make my way here, these guys, yeah, they're going to unsiege. So let me take them out once and for all so that I can win this war. And that's one less thing to worry about. A snake at court. I recognize the anxious look on my servant's face. He is here to bring me bad news. My lord, you must come quickly. Your nephew Moor was justly seen leaving the chambers of your kinswoman, Zasu. Okay. Zasu's married. And this was a really good marriage. So the problem here is Moor. I need to get Moor married off. I expose his secret. Well, that's not good. Zasu lost stress because she's honest. Let's go back down this way. Meanwhile, oh, I just ran into a battle up here. I was being raided, and they decided to raid right where my army was. That's bad news for them, especially since I outnumber them 3-1, and I have a massive advantage in my favor. This is me trying to sway this guy. I'm passing through Garko, the capital of my nephew Bompo, when I receive an invitation to visit his castle. As I arrive, he welcomes me with a frown and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. So I could say just show me to my rooms and lose 11 stress, or I will stay for a while. Maybe I can help him out. And of course, this battle 1 helps me out. And now we go back to our visit. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building project all over the place. Most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. And Gapo Bompo's castle is a mess. Okay, so I think I can help out with the dining hall. 62% chance to win the stewardship challenge. The poor books, a 76% chance of winning the learning challenge, or the chest of gold is very unguarded. Okay, so let's start with the highest one, the books. The poor books. It's a learning challenge, so let's have my wife go from assisting ruler to patronage, gives me +2 to learning. And then that's 76% chance is now 79%. And then we will move on to see what else comes up. But before that, we won that battle. We only had 4 surviving raiders. And we only lost 13 to fight them off. Yeah, our levies, look at that, making the most kills. Those are just peasants with pitchforks. Not even professional soldiers. Alright. Okay, Dege is replaced. She can go back to assisting ruler. And I scared them away from U, and now I think even if they go back, I will win this battle before they can unsiege the target. Because it's already at 39% and it's just going to keep ticking. So I think now I can focus back over here. We're back in the visit. Bound books, loose documents, decorated spines. After a lot of reshuffling, there's finally some semblance of order in the chaos that is Ngapo Bompo's the library. Things are looking good, and there are other areas that can still help him out in. Okay. The next highest. I could go to bed, but the next highest is the chest of gold right in the middle of the hall, of the main hall. So let's have my wife. It's a diplomacy challenge, so she will go from assisting ruler to court politics. And that will go from 68% to 70%. I should warn him. Liwer gave birth to a daughter. Oh, she's albino. I didn't even know I had that in my bloodline. I was about to say it's rare she's blonde, but now it makes sense because she's albino. So yeah, let's give her the first name that repeats. As we always do. Was it Torma? Yeah, if it wasn't before, it is now. So may you grow strong and wise, Torma. Let me pause and see what these guys are doing. They're just roaming across my land. She can go back to assisting ruler. I'm at 97% of winning this war. And then Back to the visit, as I keep explaining the risks of keeping a chest of gold in the open, and Gapobompo's eyes widen in realization. Oh, of course it shouldn't be there. Thank you, Prabhu Sumnang. Things are looking good, and there are other areas I can still help him out in. So I think I can help with the dining hall, 62% stewardship challenge. My wife is good at that, so if I go from assisting ruler to manage domain, oh, she's not good at it. She's good at intrigue. But yeah, she will go to manage domain, and then that percentage will go from a 62% to a 63%. It's only 1%, but every percentage helps. So I think I can help out with the dining hall. She can go back to assisting ruler. Despite all my efforts, Ngapobompo's dining hall seems to be in a worse state when I am done than when I started. It was a bumpy road, but I have done all I can to help him. Now it is time for bed. I'll leave first thing in the morning, and it looks like I am going to fight this army. I spot Ngapobompo by the entrance, waiting to see me off in the morning. As I walk up, I hear him muttering to myself. He really fixed the place up, but he ruined my dining hall. After a quick goodbye, I am soon on the road back home again. So he's a minus 23 opinion. Now he'll gain plus 10 because he's grateful. So that's nice. Meanwhile, I am about to take out these peasants. Uprising. And now we're making acquaintances. My grandson Purbu seemed to enjoy our latest feast immensely. He got along quite well with everyone he spoke to, even the adult guests. So Purbu has become gregarious, which means friendly. I could change his personality. Gregarious gives him plus 2 to diplomacy. He's currently focusing on learning intrigue. So I could make him greedy instead, which would give him minus 2 to diplomacy. And no pluses, so it's not really a good thing. Or I could make him lustful, which gives him plus 2 to intrigue and plus fertility, but chaste characters will not like him. He is getting minus 2 from his compassion. Minus 2 to intrigue. So if I make him lustful, it will give him plus 2 intrigue, which will cancel out this minus 2 right here. So then what else would he get from lustful? The fertility is always good. But gregarious is just much better in every way. And it does help personal scheme phase length. So you know what? We'll keep him gregarious. It never hurts to make friends. Meanwhile, the ticking war score has ticked its way all the way up to give me 100% with the war with U. And so I can now enforce my demands. I'll gain 200 legitimacy, which will level me up to legitimacy level 3 out of 5. Rightful. I also gain 50 devotion because, again, remember, this was a holy war. But because it's a holy war, my religion's fervor decreases by 1, and theirs increases by 3. But I will enforce those demands. To the worthless Prabhu Sumnang, may your humors rot in your living body. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply to your demands. So be it. And now I'm over my domain limit because this new land we conquered, if I control-click my petty kingdom, is now mine. My title is Amdo, so now this is mine. De jure, it is technically part of the Duchy of Konyi. And so the people within the Duchy of Konyi are Garko and Kozahoma. Those are the counties, both owned by Bonpo. And so I will just give Bonpo here more land. And that should make him like me more. Right now he's at minus 14. And he's my spy master. If I were to grant this county, it's a tribal holding. I could pay to feudalize it, which costs me 500 gold, or I can just grant it to someone else and they will eventually pay to feudalize it. So it'll get feudalized by someone else, so it won't be my problem. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I will grant it to Bonpo. Where are you, Bonpo? Oh, let me sort by members of my house. 12 characters. There's Bonpo, my nephew, vassal, and spymaster. So he gets Garkong, and then eventually, when I found a new kingdom, I can then give the petty kingdom of Koni, which will become the Duchy of Koni. I can give that to him as well, because he currently holds everything within it. And yeah, he'll gain 40 opinion of me for 50 years because he received the county. And I will no longer have a penalty for being above my domain limit. So I will grant him that title. And now he's got a plus 26 opinion of me. Meanwhile, this is the war against the populist uprising. I slaughtered everybody, not a single survivor. And they had 20, and we had 20 deaths. Yep, they didn't have any champions, so I slaughtered everybody. Meanwhile, there's two people who are betrothed and can now get married. Nuba, I betrothed to Nachana. Why? Because he has 32 diplomacy, that's why. He's wandering and he's unlanded. So as soon as they get married, this is a matrilineal marriage. As soon as they get married, yeah, there it is, matrilineal. He will come to me. He'll join my court. So let's send this proposal. He'll accept. Excellent. And now they're both compassionate. He's also trusting and honest, while she is calm and arrogant, which is really the only bad thing, but she's my niece. So as being a member of the noble family that runs this petty kingdom, she has a right to be a little arrogant. Or at least it's expected of her to be a little arrogant. But this guy's amazing. With 34, he's 34 years old with 32 diplomacy. So my legitimacy increased by 200, making it level 3, which means I now get increased vassalization acceptance, increased alliance acceptance, increased marriage acceptance, reduced claimant factions. Okay. But now you see how big Garko is within my petty kingdom. And it's still not at its ultimate Duchy of Koni, because we're still missing the county of Sewa, I believe. Yeah, Sewa. We're still missing this county. So that's that war won. And we had one marriage. This guy has 28 diplomacy. So I didn't actually need the guy with 32 diplomacy. Pung says 24 years old. So he will eventually be my marshal, since he has 22 in the marshal stat. Marshal spelled with an ARTI, while this marshal spelled with an ARSH. Two different marshals. But yeah, Nachana here with 32 entry or 32 diplomacy. He's loyal, but if I demand conversion, it's only 3%. It is a matrilineal marriage, so if he has any children, they will follow my wife's religion and my wife's culture. Or his wife's religion and culture, which is my religion and culture, Aryan Sumpa. Okay, and then she's assisting ruler. He's working on making my people like me. He's at plus 26. So now let's start swaying this guy, my half-brother. And my rival. And my steward. Let's try and remove the rival part of that at the very least. Also, we have a new county, so now we can convert faith again. But we have two new counties because they conquered this thing and I conquered this county. So let's convert faith. Hold on a second. Let me go to this guy. He's my vassal who controls this new area. And so if I a tribal development, turn one of his tribal holdings into a castle. Oh, because he only has 73 gold. Yeah, but this is the same as if I would have done it myself. So no. But where is it impersonal? Diplomacy? Vassal. It should be in vassal. Oh, it's here. I cannot give him a directive. He needs 50 opinion of me, or he needs to be either trusting, loyal, or my friend. Or my legitimacy level needs to be 5. And none of those apply. Okay, then never mind. Then I will have him convert faith in this county. 14 years. Okay, what if I have him convert faith in this county? 3 years. Okay, you can work on that. Meanwhile, my steward here will promote culture in this new county. And this should go from... Oh no, he's not collecting taxes, so that will not change. It'll take him 8 years to promote culture there. What about Shenza? 5 years. And everything else is of the Sumpa culture. Yeah, so he'll work on Shenza. It'll take him 5 years. And I think... I don't have any schemes going on. Yeah, I think that's it. We ended one war. Now it's time to end this one. No, not this one. It's time to end this one. Which we're already 17% up because we control the war target. Because the war target is part of our land. So even if we did nothing, we would win this war eventually. So you know what? I am going to do nothing. I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to try to get involved in this war down here because we're losing it. These 2,800, they've got 4,000. And it's just going to keep getting worse for us. Because they're going to keep losing that battle because they're outnumbered. So I want to get involved there before it's too late. It might already be too late. My daughter Sanya gave birth to a daughter. So let's go with the first name that repeats. You guys know the drill by now. I think Cha actually repeated. I'm sure of it. So you will be named Cha. That's a new name. We haven't used that one yet. May grow strong and wise, Cha. To the lumbering. 2 years ago you promised to aid me. Yet so far you've done nothing to support me. What is the point of our alliance if you never to even lift a finger to help me? Yep. I'm on my way down there now. I know it's it's a little late, but I'm on my way down there. Don't you worry. I could just pay gold instead, or I apologize. I should not have claimed that I would help, but no, that would break my alliance. And I am on my way down there, so I will send troops to your aid immediately. I need to earn war contribution within the next 12 months, or I will lose a level of fame. And I really cannot afford that because I'm trying to get illustrious before I die in order to found a new kingdom. So I will send troops to your aid immediately. Sogyo gave birth to a son. So let's go. Ooh, a genius son. Is Sogyo a genius? She is not. She's intelligent, but the father is also intelligent. It's her second husband. And it's her first son. Okay. So let's go with the first name that repeats, like always. DJ Cool Master, welcome. Did Lucky repeat? These are a bunch of names that I have not seen before, so... I think Sangma repeated. I'm not sure, though. Let's keep going. Drak definitely repeated. So we're going to go with Drek. May you grow strong and wise. And now our army has to make our way down. All the way down here within the next 12 months. Hopefully we can make it in time. It's a long, long journey. Oh, someone's proposing again. Between his son and my whatever she is. I think she's the daughter of my niece. It will not result in an alliance, and she is a genius. It's not worth it. Let's decline. Meanwhile, these guys... Oh, wait. You're going into my land first. And then we're going to go south. Let's get some supplies. Kogro, my niece-in-law, gave birth to a son for Zappa. So let's go with first name that repeats. I saw a Po, and now I saw a Popo. I think that long T name might have been a repeat. I think this is one of the longest ones. Seba. I've seen Seba multiple times. So he will be Seba. And then you guys have arrived here. Let's get you straight south. Where are my allies? Have they been completely... Oh no, they're down here. They're retreating at the moment. Yeah, so you guys go completely south. We'll cross the river here in Rangabanjid, which is my allies' land. And then this county gained organized service for 5 years, plus 5 holding taxes. And that is currently being held by me, right? That's in Amdo. Yeah. Organized service. Okay, the Dege War is being won because we hold the objective. So that's just going to keep going up because Dege does not have the soldiers. I mean, I think they do have the soldiers, but I think they're in multiple wars. Right? Yeah, they're in 3 wars at the moment. And the war they're fighting with me is a war where they're the attackers. So they're okay with giving up on that war because the other 2 wars, one is a defensive war. They have to win that one. And that's the one they're spending most of their concentration on. That's why they're at a plus 48% on this war. They're winning it. And the other war, they're also the attackers. And they're losing that one even worse than my war. Yeah, so they're heavily focused on defending right now. So I can ignore them. Meanwhile, my military needs to go down here and do something within... It was 12 months. It might be even worse now. Wife and spy master cooperate. So he gained 30 opinion of me. Thanks to my wife's good intrigue skill. So he's already at plus 63. That's perfect. You need to have your spy master like you. That's very important. And what is this? Available to train for a tournament. But can I join the tournament? That is the question. I may not arrive in time. It begins in January. We are currently in October. I'm estimated to arrive in April. So I would overshoot it by 4 months yet, because it's very far north. I am not making that. It's all the way up here. But even if I'm not going to make it, I'm okay for training for it. It'll cost me 150 prestige. But that's fine. And then he turned to the right. He yells while dealing a powerful blow to my sword that makes me take a couple of steps back. They won't go gentle on you in the tourney, my lord, he says, drying the sweat from his forehead. If you want to win, you can't afford to lose. Not even to me, not even once. Then I scream, Arg, like a pirate. 0% chance I get wounded. 0% chance I get the well-trained modifier. And then it's about just over 50-50 that my prowess increases by 1. They both say my prowess increases by 1. So basically, my prowess is going to increase by 1. Yep, there it is. The training is excellent. Even if it wasn't excellent, and it was only impressive, my prowess would have still increased by 1. So there was really no choice there. Meanwhile, my army has to make its way down here. And I keep getting interrupted. A loving lock. And I am engaging my dearest, Riti's Pa Yid of Loxy, in our usual pillow talk, wrapping her lovely hair around my fingers. Do you love my hair so, my beauty? Perhaps you should carry it with you always as you go about your duties as Prabhu. So then everyone will see you and I are one. I thought at first she was joking, but it quickly becomes apparent that she truly intends me to wear her hair as an accessory for all to see. I will wear it until I die, and I gain the nickname With the Tress. I do gain the trait Loyal, and she gains the trait Loyal. But the nickname With the Tress, not nearly as impressive as my father's nickname, the Wolf Father. Or that's disgusting and she'll lose 25 opinion of me. But she will also become loyal. I mean, yeah, might as well. One has bad things happen, the other only has good things happen. Even if I don't like the good things, it's still good things. So I'll wear it until I die. And now I'm known as With the Tress. Swooning romantics around the world talk of how you never go anywhere without a cut of your lover's hair. And I gain the loyal trait, which gives me diplomacy +1, intrigue -1. But all loyal characters get a +10 opinion of me. So that's nice. And I could afford to lose 1 intrigue, because my intrigue is at 36. My father's intrigue throughout the entirety of his life was the best in the world. Now let's check the rest of the world and see where my intrigue ranks. Let's sort all 32,388 characters that the game has created by intrigue. And I am 4th in the world. Tied for 4th with a whole bunch of people. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tied for 4th with 5 other people. But only behind 3 people. This lady has the highest in the world. I'd be afraid if I were her husband here. But her husband with 21 intrigue is his prince's spy master. I'm sure he has his wife help him out with her high intrigue. It's almost double his. If I were to do the math, it's like 67% higher than his. But that is enough of that. Let's go back to our army, which needs to get down here and contribute very quickly. We had 12 months, and it's taking, I think it's going to take more than that for us just to arrive here. Guanqi, my doctor, taught my daughter the Chinese language. So now my daughter speaks Tibetan and Chinese. And that's because Guanqi is Chinese, right? He's Han Chinese, yes. Okay. Still doesn't have a child, even though he's fecund and lustful, which should increase his fertility, just his alone, by 75%. Almost doubles it. And yet, he could not have a child with her. How long have they been married, too? It's been a while. When did you guys get married? It's not in your memories. Wow. I don't know what that says about your marriage. They can't even remember when it began. Well, at the very least, you can say it's not very memorable. This guy, this lady, I should say, her strong hook has become available again. So we will take that 10 gold and see you again in 5 years. If you make it, your health is poor and you're infirmed, so you might not make it. Who knows? You might outlive me, because even though you're 60, I'm what? 62? So I could die any day now, too. I still haven't gotten the Know Thyself perk that tells me when I'm a year away from death. Ooh, lost another war? Hold on, a couple things just happened. Ooh, lost another war. I don't see what they lost from that war. But they lost another one. Where is it? Against Yanguarok. Oh, they lost all of this. Sagia, the county of Sagia. They lost that. Okay, and then Sizupala became an adult. He's a bleeder, and he only has a 2-star thrifty clerk trait. And so, really, his marriage should be used. Wow. Only members of my family that he can marry. I was going to say his marriage should be used to bring someone very impressive stat-wise into my court. But he can only marry within my court. And so, really, there's no point in even looking at him. You can stay unmarried. And then, so I exposed someone's secret. She conceived him with this guy. And not with her former spouse, who was the leader of Dege. Okay, so that's a Dege issue, which we're at war with currently. She's over here. And our army is over here. And how much time do I have to get involved here? Ooh, I don't know what happened. Oh, they lost an ally. Okay. So now, if I want to make contributions, I have to siege an area. Sazu gave birth to a son. Are we sure he's the father? Because Sasu's the one who was getting all freaky in secret with another member of my house. He's a genius. Is she a genius? Okay. The fact that the kid is also a genius and both parents are geniuses means that there's a high likelihood that he is the father. Because the other Zappa was not a genius. Is that not the same name that just repeated? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Tori repeated, so you're Tori now. Ooh, I've been at war for 3 years now. It's not good. Let's see, are there any children in my court who have lost out on an education because I've been so focused here? This 4-year-old perb who is rowdy, martial, and intrigue. Base 2, base 2, base 1, base 3 in intrigue. Base 3, base 2. So he'll be an intrigue character. Then his educator will be, sort by intrigue, Feng. What do we mean no target selected? I selected Purpu. Purpu is Nestorian like his dad. And Bodpa like his dad, even though his dad died. And his mother is neither of those. Well, she is Bodpa. But yeah, let's convert him. Let's convert his faith first of all to Ari. But the Mon culture, what is this? It's Burmese. Okay. Yeah, Bodpa is much closer to us because it's Tibetan. So we'll keep him with his culture and just convert his faith. So send that proposal. And I believe that I saw a couple other kids. Konchuk is pensive, stewardship and learning. Base 1, base 1, base 3 in stewardship, base 2, base 1, base 1. Okay, so he's going to be a steward when he grows up. Or at least that's what he wants to be. So let's get him a good steward to teach him the ways of stewardship. I believe Putalabai here, my former wet nurse, would be the best stewardship teacher. And this is my son, so that should increase her opinion of me because I'm having her teach. Oh, but she's my rival. Do I want her to teach my relative? You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Send that proposal. She gets +5 opinion of me per month until she gets +15 total. So she'll have a -74 opinion of me in 3 months. So I believe there was one more, if I remember correctly. Yes. Takma. My son? How many sons did I have? 1, 2. I had 2 sons back to back at the end, which is a problem if I don't create my new kingdom, because then my current petty kingdom will be split apart. But he's bossy, so that's martial and stewardship. Base 1, base 1, base 0 stewardship, base 2, base 0, base 1. Yeah, so he needs to learn martial. He wants to be a general when he grows up. And so let's have one of my champions educate him. Should it be Thema, who only has 2 learning, but has the highest martial stat? I think it will be Thema. Because everyone else's learning stat is either even worse or just slightly better. So Thema will be his martial educator. And he gets +5 opinion of me per month, max of 15. Because he's guarding my relative. And I think that was the last kid, if I remember correctly. Now, where is my army? We're about to cross the river and get truly involved in this battle. This is one of my counts. He's been hosting my chancellor for several weeks, and he has helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. I'm blessed to have such grateful servants, and he gains +30 opinion of me for 5 years, thanks to deft diplomacy. It's really good. Now that that has happened, instead of a -100, were you over the cap, or are you going to be under 100? You were over the cap, but not that by far. So now if I try to arrange a marriage with you, with my granddaughter. Yep, still 942 because of our different faiths. If you were of my faith, you would accept this though, because it's a -1000 from being different faiths. Which is why I demanded he convert earlier and he denied it. And he gets -25 opinion because of that. So I screwed myself when I demanded he convert earlier. Where's my army? There it is. We're about to cross the river. Let me take a sip of water while that's happening. Oh, okay. I am dropping some frames. I don't know if you guys can feel it or not. Yeah. Okay, I'm not dropping frames anymore. Zappa wasn't swayed, but the scheme is still ongoing, so we'll try again in another 11 months. He still has a minus 100 opinion of me. What is this guy? What is this war? Who am I attacking? This is the target. This is also part of the enemy land. Okay. So they must be allies then. And since this is the war target, you are going to go straight here. Can I siege this place? I can siege this place. How long is the siege going? 4 months. Will I make it in time? Because if I can make it in time when there's like 1 week left in the siege, that would be perfect. Ooh, I'm going to be passing by this area. So I think I might as well just siege this place. Wait, no, if I go here, will I make it before the 4-month period ends? So let's see. It says here, I will arrive in 3 months. Meanwhile, the siege has 4 months left. Yeah, so I'll make it right before the siege ends. And that means I will be part of the siege technically, which means I will have contributed to the war score, which means I will have done my part of the alliance, and so it will not break our alliance, and I will not lose prestige or money or whatever it is I'm gonna lose. Ooh, hold on. They just... White peace. I was here. Their army was done. Why are you accepting a white peace? So be it. I was here, man. You were about to win this war. Let's disband. Can I disband? Let's go back up. I cannot disband. Not yet. I'm too far away from home, I guess. But that shouldn't have anything to do with it. I don't know why I cannot disband. Karkang is under siege by my niece. They should not have enough to actually siege it out, right? Someone's plotting to kill Zasu. Zazu. We must stop the villain behind this. Yeah, they have 100 soldiers. That's enough? 100 soldiers is enough to siege this place out. What's this? This guy wants to sign an alliance with me. If I decline, he loses 25 opinion of me. Fine, whatever. The siege has 3 months left. Meanwhile, it'll take me 5 months to get there. And I cannot disband my army, even though I would like to. Only in a friendly area. Wait, did I lose my alliance? Nope, I'm still allied to them. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna lose that. Hold on, what's this? They're commanded by their ruler, but who is their ruler? Oh, they're a mercenary camp. Who are you hired by? Doesn't say who they're hired by. If I go to the military tab, mercenaries, the Giants of Allah. Are they special mercenaries? There it is. They're not hired by anyone. I can hire them right now if I wanted to. No, wait. I think these are different Giants of Allah. Yeah, those are different Giants of Allah. Okay, let's... Oh, these Giants of Allah. Currently hired by... no one. But they are at war. Okay, they're attacking the country that's attacking me. So that's fine. I still control the war target, so that's just ticking slowly without me doing anything. Meanwhile, do I have... ooh, my hook on her expired. Do I have any commander that actually makes travel faster? This one increases travel safety. And that one increases advantages. There is one commander trait, though, that does increase your travel speed. I forget what it is. But if I had it, I would like to equip that guy as my commander. This is for raids. Travel speed plus 5%. So let's put this guy and see if we cannot get there faster. So now we'll get there in 4 months. This siege will last 1 more month. My alliance with this guy expired. Ooh, because that lady died. And she was betrothed to my player Aaron's son. Beautiful little girl died. Yeah, so you just got me into that war for nothing. But let's arrange a marriage with her. And one of my sons? No, with my nephew. My grandson? One of my genius courtiers. Drac here. Son of Sogio. He's a genius already. It does not result in an alliance. Never mind then. I will ignore you guys. What did you die of? Died in a fire. Okay. We'll just ignore that one. Let's see. We'll get there in 4 months. Oh, we lost the siege. That's fine. We're about to get there. Ooh, this guy is ugly. And you're proposing an alliance with my niece? My intelligent, charming, compassionate niece? Let's not focus on the gluttony. Yeah, that's not happening. Secrets of the body. I find myself fascinated by the human body and all the secrets that it still keeps from us. Questions of life and death are constantly on my mind. To read text on the topic is all well and good, but I cannot help but feel like I would learn a lot more from hands-on research. Okay, so the bodies of the dead deserve our respect, and I would gain 100 piety, or I can study the ravages of disease on a corpse, and I might gain a learning lifestyle perk, so let's go with that. I try to hold my breath as I sift through the tangled mess of slimy, swollen entrails sprouting from the corpse's belly, but it is to no avail. The putrid stench of decay slowly finds its way to my lungs, making me gag. Something then tears open, and a stream of viscous, yellowish ichor spills all over the operating table. What was that? Maybe Guanqi can help me. Diplomacy challenge against him. 87% chance I succeed. He only has 4 diplomacy, so that's probably why, especially since I have 12. Or I just need to find more bodies somehow. Popular opinion minus 15. Enough, this is unseemly. I gained 50 piety and 50 learning lifestyle experience, but no. Let's get Guanqi to help. That'll give me 50 anyways. Oh, there is a 12% chance he's appalled. Okay. I can join a hunt or a tournament. For the hunt, I have to leave within 2 days. How far is the tournament? It's not too far. I'll make it a day before it starts. So that's not enough time to actually... I learned this the hard way last time when my father went to a tournament, and he got there too late. The activity hadn't started yet, but he was too late to qualify. So I would not actually make it in time to qualify. Yeah, my caravan master is already helping, and it doesn't look like I can use anything else. I need impatient, craven, or reckless to be making haste. Meanwhile, mercenary guards would be fast. Is there anything else that would speed up my travel time? No. But if I hired mercenary guards, I would arrive 1 week earlier. Is that enough time to qualify? I still don't think that's enough time to qualify. I think I need 2 weeks to qualify. So we will abandon this tournament, and instead we will go to this hunt. Which is up here. Much closer. I think this is actually within my realm. Yeah, look at the blue line here that denotes my boundary. My border. This is within my realm. These are hills. And the holder doesn't like me. Those two things are making this place dangerous. But even then, it's only a 20% chance of danger, which means it's a medium danger area. And it only costs 7 gold because I'm paying my caravan master. So yeah, everything looks nice. I will join that hunt. And then there I go on my way to the hunt on my horse. And while that's happening, my military is going to unsiege Garkung. Secrets of the body. With him no longer able to provide any assistance to me, I have been unable to continue my experiments. Alas. It looks like the 12% failure chance ended up coming true. Which I've said before and I'll say again, if it's not 100%, it's a 50-50. Okay, so it looks like we've arrived at the hunt location. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, Count Songsen has started on the preparations. His gamekeepers check the grasslands each day for signs of quarry, while building a camp closer to the hunting grounds. I have checked my gear and horse many times. It won't be long now. Soon. Okay. So we're going to wait for 32 more days and then begin the hunt. Meanwhile, I just gained another perk. We will go with restraint. So now I can embrace celibacy. And then know thyself is the next perk. And once I get this, I will get a 1-year warning when I'm about to die. So I will know 1 year before my death. Very important. Meanwhile, I have to unsiege Garkung, because right now the ticking war score is at 50%. If I unsiege this place, I should be able to remove this negative. And the ticking war score does not have a cap. If you look at this war score from Occupied Holdings, it has a cap of 150%. The ticking war score has 0 cap. So I just have to make sure I don't get any negatives before the ticking war score gets to 100. And if I do, then no cap, I win the game. Or I win the war. But yeah, now we're at a hunt. Good prospects. Oh, wow. What happened to your face, my man? Bro, look at that. I have to check. He's a leper. That makes sense. His name is Meh. Or is it May? No, I think it's Meh. Meh here assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the slopes near Chumarho. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. A stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. Ultimately, Count Songsen decided he wanted to hunt an antelope today. Let's get out there then. 13.5% chance of success. He lost 15 opinion of me. Because I insulted him? I didn't want to. Well, that's just not fair, game. You're making me insult him. but I never would have chosen that. Rude vassal. As we amble in a group, I hear Count Songsen behind me, hissing from atop his something. Hey. Or he. I got so used to saying meh that when I saw he, I just said heh. But he, who seems to be having a hard time bearing the insults. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of words missing in this description. I could say you're acting like a child and will be punished like one. And he gets to taste the belt for 5 years. That does decrease the success chance. But I kind of want to do it. Well, he does lose 20 opinion to me for 5 years. And he's at minus 96 already. Don't want that. This is no way for a count to act. And I gain mediator. Increases my diplomacy for 5 years. He still loses 20 opinion of me. But someone gains 30 opinion of me. It doesn't say who, though. But it's not him. Or I could... Okay, so this event, Rude Vassal, this event, what it means to say is that Songsen here is insulting someone. Whoever that someone is. And so I can either give him the belt so that he stops insulting people, or I can tell him this is no way for a counteract, which he still won't like because I'm technically scolding him. Or I can side with him in insulting this imaginary vassal over here. And so he'll like me more. But the imaginary vassal will not. And because the imaginary vassal is not actually a vassal, I don't care if he doesn't like me. Let's just get 20 opinion from him. So whoever the imaginary vassal has gone red as a beet. Okay, wildflowers. My vassal Songsen is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking orchids. He appears to have lost all interest in the hunt, even though he's the one who called it and he's the one leading it. Prabhu, what a bounty of nature! Look at these plants. Truly, the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. So I can tell him to get back on your horse. And he loses 10 opinion of me, but success chance increases. I don't really care about that, because it's not my hunt. Fascinating. What's that flower? And I gain 300 learning lifestyle. And success chance decreases. Again, I don't care. This one would increase my hunter trait experience. Do I have hunter trait? No, I'm not a hunter. I'm an eager reveler. Or Guanqi could do with these herbs. And I get +1 to learning. And a medium health boost and disease resistance. But I am callous, so I would gain 18 stress. And the count would lose 20 opinion of me. Yeah, so let's just go with fascinating. What's that flower? Gain the 300 learning lifestyle experience. 28 days until the hunt ends. Meanwhile, we're about to go unsiege this place. Success chance increased slightly because attendants flushed prey. Cornering the antelope. My acquaintance Meh is the first to spot its coiled horns. The flighty buck is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the leafy bushes. Count Songsen takes off after the beast, crying, "Come, it's getting away!" Let's go. The method is more perilous. However, now we will arrive in 3 days, but now we can switch this guy from being the commander. And we can have this guy. Why can't this guy? Oh, he's at a grand tournament. He went to that grand tournament instead of me. Okay, we'll have Thema do it then. Three months to unsiege Garkang. Meanwhile, the kill. The exhausted, panicked animal has turned to bay, struggling to stand and snorting in panic. Count Songsen cries, "Quick, Meh! Take the shot!" Meh takes aim as the party keep the exhausted antelope in place. Exhale and loose. The arrow strikes true, straight into the beast's heart. It was an 18.5 success chance. And yet, good shot. I gained the hunter trait. So that's nice. And then I gained 10 experience in that trait. Everything that could go wrong seemed to do so, but there were silver linings to be found. We returned home from the antelope hunt in glory. So I gained 225 prestige is what I gained. And the hunter trait. And now we should be on our way back. Bunch of enemy armies in my territory. Echoing horns. The echoing call of horns fills the air as we traverse the hills near Yen Sheepen. The hill forts resonate with the sound, a call to arms that has sounded through generations. Mere seconds after the first blaring, a throng of garrisoned Sumpa warriors emerge from the closest fortification, charging a group of terrified highwaymen and bandits. We must help them charge! And 57% chance we kill all the bandits. 42% chance the bandits kill this guy and flee. Or I gain prestige either way. Or we wait, then pick the bodies clean. 50-50 chance of either the garrison or the bandits winning. Either way, I gain some gold instead of prestige. Or Zappa aid them. We will stay here. And I send Zappa, my half-brother, steward, and rival, to fight. Prowess challenge. 0% chance Zappa slays the bandit leader. 99% chance Zappa is, quote-unquote, tragically slain. I lose 69 stress. If that does happen. And then I lose another 35 because I'm callous. Okay, so now the question is, what this choice is asking me, do I want Zappa to die? If he dies, who would be my steward? Trelo Kyachandra has 21 stewardship, same as Zappa. Zappa is my rival, but he's also my half-brother. Does he have a child? He does. My sister-in-law Fong here, who does like me, even though my half-brother here hates me because he's my rival. But my sister-in-law Fong had this kid. No! This is the product of incest between Zappa and my niece. You know what? My niece had 3 children with you. Even though you were her uncle. And you only officially accepted one, the youngest. So you know what? Yeah, you've been around long enough. Even our father didn't really like you that much. I could say this is not our battle, but no. Let's get Zappa killed. I'm basically paying the prestige and the gold that I would have gained in the first 2 options just to have Zappa die. So the tree will still be alive because Zappa does have a son, but he has 3 children. But since this one is the only one he accepted, I have to make sure this one gets married quickly and stays alive long enough to have children. So, well, first of all, Zappa, you go aid them, and we will, quote-unquote, stay here. Or ... stay here. So there, I lost 69 stress. He does not like me. That's fine. Before I hire a new steward, let's get this guy betrothed to someone who is intelligent. They need to be either the same age as him or older so that their children can be born as soon as he becomes an adult. Looks like there are no non-family members that fit that criteria. She's 26, so he'll become an adult in 6 years. She'll be 32. And she's chaste. That is the last thing we need him to deal with. But if he marries my niece, yep, 0.9% chance they will be inbred. I thought maybe they were far enough on the family tree. What about my my courtier here, who has no subtitle, which means that should be far enough. 0.4% chance they're inbred. Okay, then it's gonna have to be with this 2-year-old, which means he's gonna have to wait 14 years to get married. Okay, let's arrange this marriage. We want to make sure his son is taken care of. And then we need a new steward. But rather than give it a Trelo Chiacandra, who has the highest stewardship at 21, what if I go through all of my courtiers, find the women who are unmarried, and marry in. She's my sister-in-law. Her previous spouse was Timirang. Okay, that's why. And then Senma, I used her to bring in Thema. Syama Devi, she's married. This is my wife. Prabhavati is unmarried. So let's set her up, reset everything. They don't have to be fertile. They just need... She only has 150 possible characters she can marry. Let's sort them all by stewardship. Hamir has 23 stewardship. He's the highest. He already has the architect trait. 3-star fortune builder. And he's loyal. So he'd be a good steward. He's calm, greedy, which might actually help his stewardship, and patient. She's also patient. Deceitful and diligent. Diligent hates lazy. Deceitful hates honest. He's not any of those. Okay, so they can marry matrilineally, of course, so that he'll come to me. Okay, he's a follower of a captain of a camp, so he doesn't have a position, and he's not even in a court. So send that proposal. Zappa passed away. I can no longer sway him. Yes, yes. And he accepted. She accepted. Excellent. She accepted something. Oh, yeah, there he is. Excellent. So at 23 stewardship, you can now be my new steward. Promoting culture in the county of Shenza. You're disrupting schemes. You're already at plus 80. I don't have any schemes going on at the moment. I should have some. Let's see, my doctor's at plus 100. My bodyguard is at plus 43. Ooh, I have some excellent chroniclers. She's a lunatic, so maybe not her. Achana, is he the one who married? No, yes, he is. 32 diplomacy, compassionate, trusting, and honest. Choki, unfortunately, she's a woman. Otherwise, she would be my chancellor with 37 diplomacy. She's got the August trait and the diplomat trait, which are 2 of the 3 branches within the diplomacy lifestyle tree. And she's already got 2 of the 3 branches. Yeah, so let's make Choki my court chronicler. Would she be a better wet nurse? No. Yeah, she can be my court chronicler. How much does that cost? 0.15 gold per month. I can well, I don't know if I can afford that or not, but I'm going to. Meanwhile, prisoners. Are there some people in need of some torturing? I have to wait 1 more year to torture you. Wall should be torturable. Yeah, you've got no family. So let's torture you. Meanwhile, we're unsieging this place. 2 months left on that. We put him on the rack. Had to be done. We didn't gain any dark insights, so that's unfortunate. Meanwhile, that's for a hook. That's for a hook. This guy, can we kill him yet? I really would like to kill him. Well, actually, is Aso, did they fix their succession issue? No, her uncle's still her primary heir, not her son or her 2 daughters. I really don't understand why. Can I at least abduct him if I can't kill him? I can't try for another year. Three months per phase. That should be enough. Let's focus on success chance. Let's get this guy killed. He needs to die. So let's see. Assassins. Okay, 2 at 25, 1 at 27. Thug. My marshal's at 33, and he was not one of the assassins. You know, the infiltrator is Prabhavati at 27. So that should be 2 months, 44 days per phase. And then the assassin, the thug can be my marshal. And then the assassin, first one, Trailokia Chandra. And that gets me 95%. I don't even need the second assassin. So I didn't even need to focus on success chance. I could have been planning a balanced scheme, and it would have been enough. Better safe than sorry, though, because this guy needs to die. Since I don't need the second one, can I have one of his followers? This guy can be convinced. This is my lover. His caravan master. So let's use him as an assassin. We need someone from his camp involved so we can have an inside man. Okay, so that scheme will be ongoing. I could declare war, I could negotiate alliance. My hook and pendant will expire soon. She's not in my court. Let's invite her to my court. She'll accept even without the hook. And she'll bring Tupton along. My little genius niece? No, the daughter of my niece. Yeah, so let's invite her back to court. I gained 3 experience in my wanderer trait because I have arrived back home from the hunt. It took me 127 days and we traversed 9 baronies. Thanks, Siddhartha, I can go inside again. Pendant is back. Welcome back. And I can lawfully imprison or pardon her. Why? She was involved in suspicious activity. She is disloyal. Did this guy come with her? He did not. 125 intrigue. Can I use on my console? She would be second best. Even better than him. But he's a powerful vassal, which is why he's on the console in the first place. Well, what should I use the hook I have on her for? To imprison her is the only thing I can use, but I could imprison her anyways, even without the hook. Let me take a drink of water. Figure out what I want this hook for. I can't really think of anything. So we'll just let it expire, I guess. She has no money. I could, and I don't think I could expose the secret. No. Okay. It's just gonna expire then. For now, let's unsiege Garkung. We're at 42%, 43%. And then once the siege ends in a week... Oh, hold on. Yeah, my hook on her expired. Pelchin is no longer an agent in that scheme. Which is too bad, because I wanted someone who was part of his camp. It went down to 85% for some reason. So let's get someone else in his camp, but it has to be at least 10. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. Nope. His second is a 9. So if I have him involved, that gets us up to 94% when the max is 95. So I'm missing one, but that's fine because I can get his second, in like his right-hand man, involved. So that's nice. I'm willing to give up the 1%. Now we have 5 advantages, but it's only at 67%. We need to let that build up slowly. Meanwhile, the siege here is over. And I control Garkung again. And so now this is at 57%. And again, we don't have to do anything. We just have to wait for that to end. Meanwhile, not her. Kirong's mace. She's a member of my house. Her husband died. Her primary heir is only 8 years old. Do you want to end this war? I could denounce her, and that gives every member of my dynasty a reason to imprison her. But do I want to do that? She did declare war on us. So you know what? That it would be reasonable. Or I could pacify her by settling her as a vassal within my realm. She would get a lot of stuff if I give her Amdo. But Amdo's the only thing I have to give. Yeah, so that's not worth it. Yeah, so let's denounce her. Can we denounce her? No, if we're gonna denounce her, let's just fight her. Oh, now she's running away. Do I catch up? I don't think I do. Do I? No. The Dark Cave. One of the children at court, Prabhu, this one, had taken the toy boat of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son, Lingpa, was there and saw it all happen. Lingpa got hold of the household guards and forced Prabhu to go into the cave. Prabhu's terrified screams could be heard for several minutes before he emerged with the toy. It seems that when Linkba thinks something is the right thing to do, he won't stop until it makes it happen. So he has become stubborn. Your will be done, child. He's currently learning intrigue. Stubborn gives you +3 to stewardship. You should have gone in there yourself without fear. Would make him brave. +2 to martial, +3 to prowess. Or he could be wrathful. -1 to diplomacy and intrigue. How didn't you just punch Purbu there on the spot? Yeah, so let's keep him stubborn. Although he's my player heir, and stubborn would make it so people don't like you. Your vassals don't like you. Although it does give you a small health boost. Brave makes your vassals like you. Likelihood of dying in battle +100%. He is rowdy, which is martial and intrigue. Base 4, base 5. Base 5. Yeah, stay stubborn, child. Okay. He can stay stubborn. You know, these guys we're trying to chase down. They're a smaller force, so that's going to make them faster. I think I can change my commander now, though, now that I remember, because the tournament's still going on? Oh, he's probably traveling back from the tournament. You know, this guy is currently the commander. This guy, advantage, and then lower enemy casualties, which is better than that. So he, little Kubi here, can be, or old Kubi here, he can be the commander. And he just died. Oh, he's no longer my bodyguard because he's the commander. Am I getting a negative opinion from that? Because I didn't technically fire him now. So I think that's one way to get around that. I didn't fire him, but he's no longer in that position. So let's hire Indra Raja here, who's in poor health because he's a lunatic. But he is a brave blade master. But what does a bodyguard do? It hurts enemy hostile schemes. Has a chance to prevent assassination murder schemes. And then reduces my risk to die or be captured in battles. Okay, yeah, so I definitely need one. But this guy's a 94 negative opinion of me. I murdered his family. You don't have family. Oh, your previous spouse was murdered by me. Yeah, okay. Better to have no bodyguard than a bodyguard whose wife you killed. And who hates you for it. Yeah, so let's stay without a bodyguard for now. These guys stopped there. Yeah, it looks like they feel this is a good spot to defend. Because they're defending in mountains. I will win decisively, yes. I should. They only have 100 soldiers. I have 2,300. Yep, even though I don't have the advantage, it should be an easy battle. The champion, we captured Benice's champion here. So let's look at this. They lost 43, we lost 39. So that's still, I mean, they had 100 survivors when they were outnumbered 23 to 1. And they still had 100 survivors. We killed one of their knights, wounded another, and then everyone else managed to get away. So that's actually a good thing on their part. Boiling anger. Okay, so this is Zasu here yelling at me. And yet, that even she struggles. It's pretty calming, and I lose 23 stress. I just remembered. I was going to have my guy find secrets in my own court, but I'm going to have him support schemes now in order to get this scheme to work. It's at 94% chance. Let's execute it now. Seize the moment. And he's dead! Finally! This guy was my rival, became my nemesis. We started a house feud, ended a house feud. He was downgraded back from my nemesis back to my rival, and now he's finally dead. It took weeks to lay the foundations for my plan. A poisoned dish fit for a man of his stature. Ever the fool, mourner, proved unable to smell the poison past the tainted duck's bed of exotic herbs. Clearly didn't notice the deadly bitterness till it was already far, far too late. Thankfully, though there will be whispers, my involvement remains unknown. So I lose 40 stress, and his death triggers a lot of things. Okay, so you want your son to marry my whatever she is. Your son sucks. Oh, my mouse just died. Apparently, my mouse did not like me seeing that he's the son of a concubine. Let me plug it in. And have it charge. Oh, backwards. And now the mouse works. Okay, yeah, but his stats, awful. He's only 16, so he has time to get better, but he is, let me see. His mother, is he the primary heir? No, he is not. And even if he was, it's not a matrilineal marriage. If she was a genius, maybe, but no. We will decline that. The guy's dead, so now he can go to find secrets in my court. I just gained a bunch of prisoners. There's a plague spreading? It says there's a plague nearby. The county of... Oh, it's up here. Oh, that's right on my border. Okay, that means it's going to spread into my kingdom. Okay, that's a problem. Winning that battle gave me +5 to my war score from battles, 0 from prisoners, which means the prisoners I got from that battle are not important. Karma the Craven. Had 0 family. Oh, the last thing you want to do is enter my prison with no family. That is the last thing you want to do, because instantly you get a sight of torture. Oh, the sweet kiss of the whip. It might look innocent, but it can separate flesh from bones just as well as any knife. A truth Karma is soon to experience. He will be sleeping on his stomach for quite some time. 15% chance he becomes a lunatic. Had to be done. He was lucky he did not become a lunatic. But unfortunately, I gained 0 dark insights from that. Now here's the question. To end this war, should I just disband my army? Or should I go siege out Dege? Because that will end the war. I think I want to siege out Dege. What's this? Muir wants an alliance. If I decline, he loses 25 opinion me. Fine. This is one of the unfortunate things about all of my vassals being my family members. They can all ask for an alliance. And if I want them to like me, I'm going to have to accept it. But yeah, let's finally... This is the third of the 3 wars that had started at the end of last stream. Ooh, look at all that red from that plague. Education at an end. My ward, Perb, who has come of age, and it is time he left my care. So he got a 3-star intricate web weaver. So his intrigue's at 11 until we meet again. And then let me unpause and pause real quick. Wait, my army doesn't have a commander? This guy is back from his tournament, so he can go back to being the commander. Meanwhile, Purple here, 11 intrigue. Now let me unpause. 15 intrigue. He's also quick, so let's find him a quick wife who is fertile, so they can have some quick children. And 15 characters are available. Two of them are from my family. One of the two is 2 years old, so there's, let me see if I sort by some of all skills. He's 16, so I would like someone close to his age so they can have some children. And Ronyang here has 2 stats, or 2 traits, and one of them is quick, so that is perfect actually. So he can marry, he's my grandson, son of Sanya. So he would have been my player heir if I never had a son, because Sanya is my oldest surviving child. So he was very close to being the future king of all of my lands, but nope, he gets to marry Ronyang instead. He's diligent, compassionate, and gregarious, so he's a pretty good person. Rational empath. She is calm, zealous, and forgiving, so she probably will not switch her faith, but that's fine. Zealous absolver. Okay, let's set up this marriage. The children are guaranteed to be quick. It might intensify into intelligent, and they might get comely. So send that proposal. She's 27, so and he's 16, so yeah, they'll get married instantly. Excellent. That did not create an alliance, did it? No, it didn't. Okay, we could pay for a hook on her, or there's no reason we should not be friends instead, and she'll gain 30 opinion on me, which is perfect with him trying to find secrets in my own court, because even if he suggests paying for a hook, man, she didn't end up having a single child, even though I married her, because she has 2 good traits. I married her to someone who is fecund to increase fertility, and they still couldn't get a single child before she got past the age. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so now she'll get plus 30 opinion on me because I decided not to make something up about her. And I humbly ask for you to accept my tribute and for you to become... Oh, okay, I thought she was asking me to be her tributary. No, she wants to be my tributary. The chiefdom of Trondam. Okay, I see why you want to be my tributary. Because you look very conquerable right now with your 240 soldiers. Ooh, okay. We get a truce for 5 years. You know what? No. See, that was a bad idea on your part, because all you did was make me aware that you exist. And now that I know that, you are definitely next. Let me see. My religious leader is trying to convert faith in Kumarlov. That'll take him 14 months. When he finishes that, I'll have him try and fabricate a claim on this county, and then with that claim, I will declare war. That is the plan. Meanwhile, you keep finding secrets. You keep organizing the army so it's not as expensive. But all these wars, 3 consecutive wars, have nearly bankrupted me. I had over 400 gold, I think, when everything started. I'm down to 6. He needs a guardian marshal. Okay. Thema? Or Senya? They have the same marshal, but Senya has 12 learning. So Senya would actually be the better teacher. So he can teach martial there. let's end this war finally, once and for all. Yes, now the plague has spread. We have increased military presence, which increases control growth. We could either enter seclusion or isolate the capital due to the plague. However, the capital is down here. I think it will spread into my kingdom. I'm not sure if it'll get to the capital. It'll be close though. And I cannot. Okay, so isolating the capital. Yeah, if it gets close to the capital, I'll think about it. Entering seclusion, the plague is not big enough, strong enough for me to actually contemplate entering seclusion. It's spotted fever, which is a minor plague. If it was a major plague, which there are none in the world, all of them are minor. But if it was a major plague, I would enter seclusion. But for now, it's not necessary, I don't believe. So let's focus back on... Okay, so we're back. Refresh if you can hear me but can't see me. But we're back. I was just saying Magadhi. I wasn't sure if it's Indian, but that's from the Kamrupi culture, which is Indo-Aryan. So yeah, that's Indian. That's where the Indo comes from. And the Aryan is from Persia. So it's like a combination of Indian and Persian. Oh, he's willing to pay the ransom. But she killed my niece. I don't think I want to release her for 10 gold. He's the new captain of the camp. Also, finally, her son is the primary heir. So she can die now. What can happen. But it looks like it'll be very hard. And if I abduct her, her family will not like me. I was hoping to murder her secretly. But no, I mean, looks like she can stay alive, I guess. Well, yeah, so you know what? I already tortured you. Your health is poor because you're recently tortured and in the dungeon. How long have you been in my prison? 5 years? Do I want to release you? You know what? Yeah, you can go. Be thankful, because my plan was to kill you in this dungeon. You weren't ever going to see the light of day again. So be thankful that I'm letting you go. There she goes. Meanwhile, this guy has no family, so I tortured him. This guy has a bunch of family, so I didn't torture him. Wall has been constantly tortured. You have family, so I don't torture you. And someone's finally willing to pay your ransom? You are the son of her spy master, and yet she still isn't willing to pay your ransom. I guess it's because she has 0 gold. So you're going to stay for now. You're 23 years old. You've been in my prison 22 years. Since a baby. But yeah, let's finally finish this last of the 3 wars. Let's look at my county here. Minus 15 opinion. Now let's look at this county over here. The capital. At plus 10 opinion. Okay. What about down here? Minus 2 opinion. Is there one of these that shows what the negative opinion is from me being constantly at war? Everyone likes me. There should be one county that says my offensive war. Oh, it's because this is not an offensive war. They attacked me. And that's why. Okay. Let's siege out this place, and then that should end the war. We're already at plus 80% anyways. This siege should be the last of it. Domestic disputes. Mahila Nazila bursts into my room, fuming like a pot at boil. The heat coming off her is slightly intimidating. This is unacceptable. The way Kula Devi is such a fiend. Nazila motions furiously with her arms. Can't you do something? It is clear that something has gone down. No, you don't say. I need to tread carefully. Yes, because it's my second wife who's completely pissed with my first wife. You definitely need to tread carefully. I've only ever heard her say nice things about you. 42% chance they both gain 15 opinion of each other for me because they believe this, or a 57% chance they laugh at the misunderstanding. They grow closer to forming a friendship. So this is good things. Get my wives to get along with each other, or she did say something about your skin, and this is nothing but bad things get them to hate each other. Or the one thing you should never say, Nazila, calm down. Go talk to her. Yeah, I'm surprised this works. Only in a game. But yeah, thanks to my diplomacy skill, this would get them to grow closer to forming a friendship, which is the second option of this one, the 57%. Here it's guaranteed to happen, but here it's 57% chance to happen, and the 42% is actually better. Actually, is it better? No, I think actually telling her to calm down is the best option. I could say I really don't care, solve it, and the 50-50 chance they either solve it or they hate each other. But yeah, no, believe it or not, the absolutely worst option to choose in real life is the actual best option to choose here in the game. Just tell her to calm down. Yep, now they grow closer to forming a friendship. Meanwhile, he wants me to pay for a hook on Zappa. That would be a strong hook on my nephew, who has plus 26 opinion of me. Or there's no reason we should not be friends instead, and he'll gain plus 30. Which is good, because the strong hook I can only use once every 5 years. I'm 64. I'm probably only going to be able to use it once. And even if it's the best possible strong hook, I'm only going to be able to demand a payment of 50 gold from him. And it cost me 50 just to get the hook. So it's completely not worth it. There's no reason we shouldn't be friends. Meanwhile, this siege... 7 months, and then this war can finally end. Zasu gave birth to a son. Lekpa here, who is intelligent. Wild Oat. But she's married. Hold on a second. What? She's married. The son belongs to Muir. Okay, that is a problem. Both of her sons belong to Muir. But I married her to him so that this would no longer happen. This is probably why she hits herself. Because she knows what she's doing is wrong. Okay, so... Are the children geniuses? Okay, this one's intelligent. That's how you know. Because the father, she's a genius, and the father is also a genius. I should have known, because she had 2 children so quickly when she's only 22 years old. While he, on the meantime, is chaste. There's no way they have that many children that quickly. Okay, Legpa. What's gonna be your name? It's not gonna be Legpa. First name that repeats, like always. Was it Peldron? I think Peldron repeated. Lotzen. That was the first name that repeats. Without a Y. May you grow strong and wise. Meanwhile, this siege will end in 6 months. You can finish finding secrets. A gem in the rough. During one of our lessons in my son Lingpa's chamber, I noticed an impressive amount of rocks neatly displayed on a shelf. One of the stones stand out in the collection. It is quite rough, but upon closer inspection, there is a deeply red, brilliant hue contained within. Lingpa notices my interest as he picks it up and hands it over. You can have it, father. Oh, thank you. So now I become the owner of a rough gemstone. I get a learning perk. First, let's deal with the gemstone. This one is new. Plus 1 learning, 0.01 prestige. 1 learning, 0.01. 2 learning, 0.03. So that's the one that's equipped, because that's the best. It's not rough, it's brilliant. Okay, so I have 3 rough gemstones. So she claims it. So I will give it to her then. Can I just give it? Or do I have to actually give it? She claims it. Can I give it? I want to give it to you. There should be something here so that I can give it to her. Since she's the claimant. Instead of me having a gift artifact. Now she wants the one that's 10 years. This one's 10 years. This one's 30 years. This one's 10 years. There's 2 that are 10 years. Which one of these 2 is the one you... See, this is why they should have an option where you can just give it to her. The one unearthed by Wangdue in the vicinity of Amdo. That's the one she wants. So, this one, unearthed by Kunga in the vicinity of Nialam. This one, unearthed by Wangdue. Okay, so this is the one she wants. She loses the claim on it, but that's because she gets it. And she gains 5 opinion on me, so that'll get her back to 0. There you go. Karkung is under siege again. And the fever spreads. Yeah, now it's in 3 of my counties, maybe 4. Okay, how long until this siege? The siege will end in 5 months. My siege ends in 5 months as well. So I think the war will end in 5 months. Let's get that learning perk. Know thyself. Now when I'm 1 year away from death, the game will give me a warning. Let me unpause. I'm not getting a warning, so that means, yep, I still have at least 1 year left in this life. Okay, Dege gets another ally. I'm in debt. Finally. So you know what I'm going to do? You, I will fabricate a hook on. Ooh, that's very hard. Never mind. You, hold on. Dege. Is she who I'm at war with? She has 89 gold. Yes. You, I will fabricate a hook on. Balanced. Let's see. The infiltrator will be your own spy master. That gets it down to 3 months per phase. Then the footpad will be Prabhavati. 45 days per phase. And now we need an outcast and a thief. The thief will be your marshal. 64%. And then the outcast will be my niece. 88% chance of success. Yeah, I have my niece and one of my courtiers, and then I have her marshal and her spy master. So let's try and get that gold from her. And yep, the plague spreads. Ooh, I could have attacked them. But how long until the siege ends? Are they not sieging? What's going on? If they're not sieging, then go attack. Stone of glass. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Uzana, I require your assistance. This is my religious leader. I gained 300 learning lifestyle, but he gets a weak hook on me, and he doesn't like me. And he's been talking crap about me his whole career. So let's not have him have a hook on me. I need one of those stones. I could pay 50 gold to buy one, or sell it. You know, instead of getting the learning lifestyle experience, I'm just gonna sell it since I'm in debt. Okay, and then we could pay for a hook, but nope. We'll just have this guy like me. And can we go back to siege this place, please? Actually, I don't think we'll even need to siege this place. Let's go to here. Because we lost the siege. Meanwhile, let's execute the... No, you know what? Let's wait. Let's get 10 advantages, and that'll get us an extra 5%. So let's wait there. Meanwhile, now we have to go back and unsiege this place, which is annoying. The plague has spread across my northern border. I do not believe we will ever find anything. We will definitely find stuff. My niece and my nephew, 2 different times, a different niece and a different uncle, have hooked up with each other. Like, there are secrets. Keep it up. There are definitely secrets in my court. Come on. Why am I not chasing these people down? Wait, what's this? Between your son? Not result in an alliance, then no marriage. Sanya gave birth to another son. First name that repeats. I think Bondak repeated. Thoko definitely repeated. There you go. Strong and wise, Thoko. Started a battle, won a battle. Now let's keep chasing them down. How did that battle go? Ooh, a slaughter, not a single survivor. That's what I like to see. Zasu. I failed to find any secrets. She has 3 children that she's cheating on. You suck as a spy master is what you're telling me. Let's just be friends. But you definitely suck as a spy master. Okay. She's the princess of Guge. But it's a normal marriage, so her children are of my house. Oh, she's a princess, but she's not actually in charge. Wait, I'm her liege? Her father? Oh yeah, she's nowhere near. There's 3 people above her in the line of succession. Okay, so what is going to be this kid's name? I think Tenba repeated. That was quick. A little too quick. Gecko definitely repeated, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it again. It had an accent, so I can't type it. Those are also, like, there are a couple names I know repeated, but they have special symbols above the letters, and I cannot type it myself. So it's a good thing this happened, because now I can just retype it. Ozer. May you grow strong and wise. This war is at 100% finally. And we just finished converting faith in Kumarleb. So first and foremost, let's finish this war. It's been annoying. She gives me 40 gold and spends 150 of her prestige. I gain 150 prestige. Good. May your years be short and visible and miserable. I know when I am defeated. Then maybe you shouldn't be insulting me. So be it. We can finally disband all of our soldiers. Finally. Dege has become someone else's, I think. I don't even know what happened there. Meanwhile, this guy, the only other place left to convert faith is here. That would take him 16 years. So rather than that, give me a claim on Tramdam. That'll take 15 months. And then after you give me Tramdam, then you can go convert faith over here and I'll declare war on Tramdam. This guy, instead of organizing army, he can go back to increasing control. Let's increase control in Nianrong. 3 years. Yen Shipen. 3 months. Dangla. 3 years. Yeah, let's go with Yen Shipen then. It borders. Most of its border is with our capital. So let's control Yen Shipen. That'll take 3 months. And finally, took a long time, but we have ended the 3 wars that we started this stream with. I feel like this is a great spot to end today's stream. Old Sumnang here, still kicking at 65. He's in poor health, but we have the Know Thyself perk now, so we'll know when he's 1 year away from death. But yeah, that'll do it for today. I don't know when the next stream will be. If nothing comes up in the week, then the next stream will be next Monday. If you'd like to catch up on this run and how it's been going so far, check me out on my YouTube channel. And if I decide to go live at any point, you can check out my Instagram where I post when I'm going live. The handle is the same as the Twitch for YouTube and Instagram. It's at A2Gamer. I also post when I'm going live on Twitter. It's at A2GMR. So if you'd like, give me a follow on any one of those. If you wouldn't, that's fine too. You know, you do you. Either way, I'm happy. So thank you all for watching. You have a good night, or morning, or afternoon, or evening, whatever it is in your time of the world. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you next time.